A high school in Luzerne County was chosen as the state winner in a competitive STEM challenge sponsored by NASA. Storm Tracker 16 meteorologist Jeremy Lewan introduces us to the young innovators in tonight's Skywatch 16.
The team of 5 juniors from Greater Nanticoke Area High School beat out every other school in Pennsylvania to be the state winners of the NASA TechRise Student Challenge. They earned a $1,500 grant to bring their idea to life.
I was really excited to just know that all of our brainstorming and hard work and everything just paid off.
The team credits their teacher, Mr. Fleury, who sparked their interest in STEM.
My love, of course, is physics and engineering. I was able to start a STEM class.
From that class came a STEM club.
And this year I had a few students approach me asking if they could start a STEM club. I was very thrilled, and they decided they wanted to get involved with some kind of competition. So it was probably October or so that we really started working on it. We had to submit a proposal to NASA, and that was due in early November. And we were able to get that in on time, and I feel we did a really good job, and I guess NASA thought so too, because they selected it for the Pennsylvania winner.
The cohort dove deep into every facet of STEM, which stands for science, technology, engineering, and math, learning how to write computer code, 3D design and print, and video production in order to submit their proposal.
Overall, it wasn't that bad. We all put in our work, took the time to submit it on my birthday, actually.
The challenge? Design an experiment that uses a helium balloon to carry something 70,000 feet into the atmosphere, nearly to space.
I came up with the idea of using soil, and his touch was using different kinds of soil, and he came up with Martian soil.
The team acquired 3 different kinds of volcanic soil that mimic the characteristics of Martian soil.
We can, measure the bacteria, measure the microbial life, see what dies, what doesn't, and if anything does die, what was the cause of it? Hopefully helping us to determine, what is it that we're having trouble with kind of keeping life on Mars and sustaining that.
So are you going to send a mixture of the
We're going to
three?
send all 3 that we're
all
using.
All 3 like this? Okay.
They configured a payload, or scientific module with a container holding the soil, and a myriad of instruments to measure data.
This will slide in perfectly between that Geiger counter, and it leaves room for the UV sensor, because this is the face that is exposed from the actual gondola to the sun.
So we figured that if we can take any sort of food and sustain that on Mars, we're steps and steps forward to one day hopefully colonizing Mars.
I think it's very important that teams see what Nanticoke and Pennsylvania and what we're all about, and that we're actually doing something that could be very beneficial to humanity.
Young minds coming together to make science fiction feel closer to science fact. Jeremy Lewan, Newswatch 16, Luzerne County.